Hey guys, John Faulkner here with Big Daddy Unlimited, and the man to my side here, Jerry Miculek.
Yes,
Jerry,
sir.
welcome to the studio.
Well, thank you.
And Jerry, swing by the offices today, and you know, whenever you swing by, you got to stop by the studio. So we figured we'd pull out the camera, do a couple videos for you guys, and you know, this is a question that we get asked a ton, and I figured there was no better man to ask it than Jerry himself. Jerry, you probably have in the upwards of millions of rounds shot.
Millions.
Millions.
Millions, yes.
But what do you do when you don't have a range to go to, a bad weather day, current situations that we're in now where a lot of ranges are closed, ammo shortages?
Right.
How can you stay up and get ready for events?
Well, if you're a competitive shooter, you have a holster and you have a firearm that you're
Right.
going to take to the match, of course. What I like to do is do a lot of dry fire out of the holster because it's very important, and do it in different positions. Because not every match you
Right.
start perfectly standing.
Standing
So-
still in the box.
Right,
It's
so
always
you
different.
want to practice different positions of how to get the handgun safely out of the holster. But the dry fire part, when I shoot revolvers, of course, it's really easy to dry fire a revolver. They make snap caps for
Yep.
it, where you won't damage
Yep.
the gun. And if you're cheap like me, I should just take a cleaning patch. If I'm on the road at a competition and I was finding myself somewhere where I'm not on a range, but it's safe to dry fire, I would take a cleaning patch and put it between the hammer and the frame.
And just go at it.
And just snap it that away. So, but what you want to do if you own a handgun, you want to handle the handgun.
Right.
Load, unload drills, how to work the slide, how to hit the slide stop if you use the slide stop. Just play with it. Another good drill that I like to do a lot, I call it a calibration drill when I'm working out of a holster. Of course, everything empty, you know, gun empty, no live ammo of any sort. Pick out a spot on the wall, just like I'm going to shoot it in a match. Perfect stance, like I think it's going to be good. I'll go ahead and close your eyes, draw the gun, bring it up on target, and see where it's looking.
And you're just working on repetition and muscle memory.
Yeah, I'm working on muscle memory. But the big thing is to always have the gun, no matter if it's a pistol or a revolver, when it comes up and it makes its final presentation, that it's under your dominant eye.
Right.
You can tolerate a little high and low, but you can't tolerate left or
and
right. So I'm constantly working on that relationship between the eye and the gun, because in high-speed shooting, it's everything.
How often do you dry fire practice, just in normal, everyday conditions throughout the season?
Well, I'm pretty fortunate where I live fire more than I dry fire.
You do, okay.
I actually live
On a range.
on a range.
Yeah.
So to me, I'll do a few reps when I get out on the range, just to get calibrated to what I'm doing, and then I'll go hot and start shooting.
How often do you practice reloads?
With the revolver, it's all the time,
Yeah.
because it's just like a shotgun in our game. It's always empty. Where
Always.
a pistol might hold 27 rounds in
Right.
in an open gun, but a revolver 8 at best.
Yep.
So those who can reload the fastest are going to be the most competitive. So if you handle a revolver, you always want to practice how to reload the technique to get ammunition back into the gun as fast as you can back on target.
So we've talked about a couple of different dry fire practice skills that you do. What are some, do you use any gear or anything? Like, do you use a shot timer when you dry fire practice? Do you use any training devices, you know?
Right, yeah, you want to get you a shot timer.
Yep.
There's 10, 20.
There's even apps on your phone. If you're looking for a cheap way out, you can start with an app on the phone.
That is true. So you can get a timer of some sort, because when you go to a competition, you're going to have a standard of performance. So with a timer, you can do that. You can set, well, I'm going to draw and make a shot in 1 second. Well, if I'm going to like steel challenge, you need to be in a 0.8.
Right.
So I need, from reaction time, get to the gun, make my first shot in about a 0.8 hundredths of a second. So I'll set the timer on 0.8 and go at it. And if I can't make the time, I'm going to work on what am I doing wrong.
Right.
And there's another really trick little gadget out called Mantis.
Yep.
And what that does, you attach it to your handgun. You can put it on the bottom of your magazine or a dust cover of your revolver or something, or your Picatinny rail.
Yep.
And what that little instrument does, it tracks the motion out of the holster.
Right.
So you do maybe 10 sets, and you go back and you actually look at what you did between here and here. And it shows you all your...
And it'll also show you if you're dipping the gun as you pull the trigger.
It's really...
The Mantis, it's the X10. We carry them at Big Daddy Unlimited. It's a fantastic training device. And I mean, you can put it on the front of the pick rail of a regular pistol if you don't have a light on it or something like that. But it's one of those things where it's the new technology age.
It is. I didn't think you could do that much in such a small package.
Yeah, and it's just a telemetry box that you can use on your phone or your computer, and it really shows you a lot of the movement that is actually going on with your pistol, left, right, up, down. Snap caps, absolutely got to have them.
Got to have snap caps, and that Mantis, if you can afford to get one, it's worth a lot of ammunition. Yeah. I'm old school where I'd get a bucket of ammo and just stand there and grind it out.
Right.
But that Mantis to show you exactly what you're doing right and wrong.
Yeah.
Really quick.
It's the new age. It's
it
the new
is.
Age of
I hate to say that, but it's new
it's
and it's good. So,
how often do you actually dry fire with rifles or shotguns?
Well, the dry fire part, what I'm looking is the shoulder mount. Practice how to pick them up off a table. To me, repetition on that is it's key to any performance. So you had to have a known standard. Pick the gun up off a table, shoot, make the first shot, 50 yards, reload drills with the rifle, shotgun, of course. And that's the thing with a shotgun, it's always empty.
Right.
So half the shotgun game is getting ammo back into the gun. So that's where the dummy rounds come in, where you can do that safely indoors. So no excuse not to handle the gun. That's the whole thing. You want to spend so many minutes a day. If you're a professional, you have to, and just know your equipment.
Yeah. Yeah, and and I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned, talking with Jerry here, just while he's even been in the office, is the amount of practice and stuff that has to go into it. And like I said, this can even carry over from competition to just a self-defense role. Just working on getting the gun out of the holster, clearing your garment, and things like that. So dry fire practice is extremely important. It's something that you should test and practice with all the time, and these are just a couple of tips that Jerry and I were talking about, and I was like, we have to get this on camera. So so there you have it from Jerry himself. So go out, test these. Make sure that the gun is always unloaded. We put really no live ammo inside the room for the most part.
Right.
Try to keep it as far away as possible. Double, triple check the chambers, and then get that practice in there. So I hope you guys like this video. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Big Daddy Unlimited on YouTube as well, so that you get awesome videos just like this one sent to you almost all the time. So we hope you like this video and have a great day.